It was autumn on the island of Sodor. But Trevor the traction engine was feeling glum. Jem Cole was inspecting him all over and sighed. I'm sorry, old boy, but one of your metal spokes on your big wheels is cracked and needs to be welded. I shall be able to fix it, but that could possibly take a while. I understand, Jem, but who will do my jobs? Leave it to me, Trevor. I think I know just the answer to this problem. Jem got out his mobile phone and called for Farmer Finney. A few hours later, he arrived on board Terence. So glad you two can come and lend a wheel today. There's a lot of chores that needs to be done around here, and we could really use your help. Not to worry, Jem. Me and my Terence here will soon have this lot done in a jiffy before you know it. Absolutely. After all, I'm glad I don't have wheels. My caterpillar tracks never cause me any trouble, unlike Trevor. They can go over rough and smooth ground in any sort of weather. Ho 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 ho! Terence was soon hard at work. He was having the time of his life, if not a little too well. All Trevor could do was watch him from nearby while Jem attended to his wheels. Look at me, Trevor! My caterpillar tracks are very useful in many ways. Adaptable, as my owner always says. I can go anywhere, anytime with them. They don't get stuck in holes like your wheels do. Trevor sighed. He liked Terence, and they are good friends being similar vehicles despite their differences, but he didn't like to be teased about his nice big wheels. And ever since freeing Henry from the turntable and doing such an incredible job in the shunting yard a few months ago, all the high praise from the other engines had gone into Terence's head and made him a bit cocky. Never mind him, Trevor. You know he doesn't mean such things. Besides, even tractors like him ain't always perfect either. Trevor agreed, but he still wished he could show Terence that wheels are even as good as caterpillar tracks too. Later, when the work had been done, Terence was feeling pleased with himself. Trevor pulled up. Thanks for your help today, Terence. My spoke is now good as new, so I can manage the rest on my own now. No problem, Trevor. Well, I best be going home then. Take care and, don't try to break your wheels again. Figures. Terence chugged out of the orchard, past the vicarage, and down the road back towards Hackenbeck. Like Trevor, he was rather slow and can't go very fast. To make things complicated, the road he was taking was narrow, so cars and lorries had to wait impatiently until the one on the other side is clear enough to overtake him. They honked and tooted at him to get a move on. Even Elizabeth was getting annoyed. Hurry up, Terence! You need to pick up the pace a little more instead of holding up traffic all day. Some of us have destinations to get to, you know, and we can't be late. Well, sorry, but this is how fast I can go. It's not my fault for taking up space here on the road. Even Farmer Finney was getting fed up by all the shouting they were getting, so he steered Terence towards the side of the road to allow traffic to pass through. Unfortunately, he didn't see the nearby ditch, and Terence was very heavy until it was too late. The ground gave way, and the tractor slid downwards into the drink, tilting slightly to one side. Oh, I didn't expect myself to have another bath. Oh well, I'm certain my caterpillar tracks will soon get me out of here. But he was wrong. As his driver tried to put him in reverse, he found that he couldn't move, One of his caterpillar tracks had become loose after the fall. Terence was stuck. "Don't worry, Terence. I'll get Trevor to pull you out. Don't go away." "Well, I'm not exactly going anywhere. Chance would be a fine thing." Trevor and Jem Cole had just started work again when Farmer Finney ran up and told them what had happened. "Have no fear, my good man. Trevor will be happy to help. Ain't it right, old boy?" "Indeed, Jem. Perhaps this might teach Terence a thing or two." And they drove off along the road towards the muddy ditch where Terence was stuck. He was feeling miserable. "Well, Terence, looks like you got yourself in another right pickle, haven't you? Not to worry, we'll have you back at the orchard in a couple of puffs." Chains were coupled between Trevor and Terence. Trevor's big wheels rolled along the road as he moved forward. And soon pulled Terence clear of the ditch. Later, they were back in the orchard where Finney and Jem carefully looked over Terence's caterpillar tracks to make sure it wasn't damaged. "Thank you, Trevor. I'm sorry for acting all swanky about your wheels earlier. I like my caterpillar tracks, but I'll admit, wheels are really useful too. I don't know why, but it seems that every time I never listen to my own advice about being sensible and safe, I just dare myself to take risks and end up nearly having 3 bats in a row." "Oh, Terence, we know you have good intentions, and besides, none of this was your fault at all. Sure, your caterpillar tracks may not go nearly anywhere, anytime, but you're still versatile. Even my big wheels can't grip on certain acres of land that might not support my weight, like the time I nearly fell in that stream once. But you know, there is something we do have in common, that we're both adaptable and are really useful in any place we can go to without any rails to take." Terence heartily agreed.